What's going on, guys? Hope y'all are having a great day out there today. So this is the second installment of the unboxing videos going on. I went down to my local hobby shop today to pick up my Losi Mini B. It had came in, and you guys probably seen in the last video, that was the unboxing on that thing. While I was down there, something else they just got in the Keller I was wanting to, and I was been thinking about getting this car for almost a year now, and I even set a poll out on you guys to see what you guys kind of wanted to see, and you guys answered back in record numbers. Thanks for all the votes on that. Definitely like to get everybody's input on what you guys want to see on the channel, what's coming up. But I decided to bite the bullet, guys, pull the trigger, and pick this thing up. Let's check it out. Well, as you guys know from the thumbnail, we have crossed over to the Traxxas side again. Guys, we got the Traxxas XMAXX. After taking this thing out of the box down at the hobby shop and taking a quick peek at it, I just fell in love with it. I've been talking with Hardcore RC a lot about theirs, and obviously I've seen them on Kevin Talbot's channel a lot, and just seeing the durability of these things, and I just had to give one a try finally. So today I decided to pull the trigger, pick this thing up, and I'm excited to take this thing out for its first run. And I think the proper place to test this thing out for the first time would have to be the skate park. Hopefully the snow stops here, and we're going to take this thing down to the new skate park and give it its first proper break-in. But enough yakking. Let's get this thing out of the box and check this thing out. All right, we're going to try and get this thing out of the box. It is a monster. This thing. Holy cow. Let's get this thing unwrapped. Alright, guys, well, as many of you know, this has been something I've been wanting to get for a while. I've been contemplating it, and I finally decided to just bite the bullet today and pick this bad boy up. And let me tell you what, this thing is just gorgeous looking though, guys. It really is a nice looking rig. Love this orange and black. This was the color I was wanting to get if I did get one, and of course the hobby shop just happened to have that whenever I showed up down there. So it was a no-brainer at that point. Decided to give this thing a try. As many of you guys know, I had not the XMAXX, but I had the Rustler and I had a Traxxas Slash, and both of them, honestly, I had pretty bad luck with, and that's why I kind of abandoned the Traxxas stuff for a while there. I was had a bad taste in my mouth with them at the time. The Rustler 4x4, I was constantly having problems with overheating, just all kinds of different things. Dry shaft problems, shock problems, breaking the chassis real easy. And the Slash was breaking dry shafts left and right. That thing was overheating like crazy all the time. I could only run either one of them for like 5 or 10 minutes before they'd shut down, and, couldn't have any more fun. But the XMAXX has been a proven truck, I think, for a long time. This thing has been around for a little while. And everybody out there I've seen that just beats the snot out of these things, and they just keep on ticking. So, figured it's got to be a good choice. But let's get the lid off this thing and take a peek inside real quick. Have a hard time just not looking at this gorgeous body, though. Man, that black and orange, this thing just looks sharp. But one thing I felt when I pulled this thing out of the box down at the hobby shop was the thickness of these body shells, man. I could not believe how nice and thick these body shells are on these things. Hopefully they hold up pretty well. I'm going to probably do some shoe goo and some stuff to this body to try and keep it in better shape, because I have a tendency to just destroy my body shells and not doing that. So I'm going to try to do it to this one before I ruin it. So from what the guy down at the hobby shop was telling me, on the newer versions, they put these little pieces of plastic on top of the body here to help keep these screws from pulling through, because I guess this was a common problem with these, that the screws would pull through really easy on the cage inside, but they added these to kind of help keep that from happening, and apparently it's been working pretty well. Alright guys, so it is the VXL 8S, so we'll be running this thing on 8S, maybe try it on 6S, see which way, see how I like it. I'm sure 8S is going to be the most fun for sure. But, you know, looking this thing over, guys, I mean, this thing is just built quite stout, and it doesn't look, it looks pretty nice to work on, honestly. Everything seems pretty modular, seems pretty easy to tear down. Never worked on one, so whenever I do break something on, it'll definitely be a learning experience for me for sure. But, I mean, everything looks nicely built. The shocks look pretty nice and heavy duty. Suspension feels really nice. It really seems like it's that type that's going to suck up those really big landings and those hard hits. It's going to take it really well and just absorb those heavy shocks. So, hopefully that's true. We're definitely going to be taking this thing down to the new skate park, probably for its first run here, and giving this thing a good punishment and good first testing. And I'm also happy to see that my Z lipos do fit in this thing. They're a nice snug fit, so they will not be bouncing or moving around at all. I probably will be looking around for some other batteries for this thing, because these are only 5200 milliamp. But these are what I got for now. They're the hard case ones, so they are a little thicker, so they're snug fit in here. So I should be able to find a soft pack with a little more milliamp hours for this thing, but it'll be a good test out and run for a bit, because I've been running these in my Kraton 8S, and they get a pretty good runtime on them, honestly. But I'm definitely excited to give this thing a try out. I already got the EC5 connectors on it, ready to go on my batteries, and give this thing its first test out and run. Guys, I don't know what else to say. This thing, I'm just excited to take this thing out for its first run. I've been thinking about this car, and I've looked at it down at the hobby shop so many times about getting it, and I was always hesitant, mainly because of, like I said, my Rustler and Slash experience. But I think this is a proven car here, and I'm excited to give it its first rip for sure. But with the truck, you obviously get your TQ transmitter. Get this thing out of the box here real quick. Your normal standard transmitter comes with it. These things always work pretty nice. They got good reaction time. That's one thing I never had any complaint, on any of the other Traxxas cars was the transmitter. They always felt pretty decent, so probably keep that thing on there for a while. Also got your normal bag of goodies here, so I'll go ahead and pull this stuff out, and we'll go through this real quick. All right, well, we'll go ahead and get this bag opened up to see what's in here. Honestly, I'm not even sure what they'll give you in this bag. Dump it out and see what's all in here. So, we got some extra stickers, some XMAXX stickers, manual, all that good stuff. Also, they added a bunch of extra foam blocks. I'm assuming these are for the battery box, to kind of change the diameter of that, and that's what I've heard these are for also. These little plastic inserts, if you got smaller batteries, these little inserts to basically take up the space so, the battery's not in there flopping around. They give you a tire wrench and some Allen heads, but I already have my 17 millimeter driver I use on everything. I also just ordered a metal version like this, but it's an all steel and aluminum one, the kind of smaller to take with me, whenever I'm out in the field. So that'll be nice to have. That should be in the next day or two. But they do give you a full toolkit, and they also give me an extra gear here. Which one is this? This is the 18. Get this thing out of the packet real quick and take a look at it. Where'd my razor knife go? So this is the 46 tooth gearing. So I guess if you want to gear this thing up, they give you the extra gearing for it. Just taking a look and see which see what we got here. So stock is an 18 tooth pinion with a 52 or 54 tooth spur is stock. The included optional gearing is an 18 tooth pinion and the 46 tooth spur. So you want to change the gearing on it? You can do that. So I might mess around with that and see which way I like it better. But give you lots of nice little accessories in here to change around, so you got battery options. If you run in smaller batteries, at least you have the optional stuff to be able to shrink down those battery boxes and make whatever battery you have work, which is nice. Also, guys, I picked this fun little toy up the other day. This is made by DJI. You probably heard of their drones, the DJI Maverick and the Maverick Pros and the Maverick Minis. But they also make a 3-axis gimbal, which is what I've been using here now. What I've used on the last couple videos, it just makes the videos a lot smoother looking, a lot nicer. It's got an optional tripod you can screw into the bottom of it to set up for anything. Works really nice. I'm really happy with this thing so far. Definitely makes things a little smoother, and neat little toy. Well, guys, really the only thing left is to get this thing fired up and make sure she works. So I got my two 4S LiPos in here. We're going to run her on 8S. Got some batteries in the transmitter. Turn that thing on. Remember where the on-off switch is on the Traxxas. All right, that's on. Let's fire this thing on. It's firing up. Thing sounds like a jet starting up. Jeez, oh man. Oop. We are alive. Man, that servo in that thing, I don't know how well these ones hold up. But they're pretty fast, actually. I know it's sitting up on the ground, but she gets up and moves. Now, this thing's kind of balancing on an ammo can right now because it's the only thing I can find to keep it up off the ground tall enough. She's alive, guys. Man, I cannot wait to take this thing out. I'm so excited. This thing is going to be a great time, I think. Can't wait to get this thing down to the skate park, see how this thing handles and launches down at the motocross track. Oh, the BMX track, too, is going to be a blast. Yeah, I just sound like a kid in a candy store right now. I can't wait to take this thing out. It's going to be a good time. Definitely think I'm excited that I bought this thing, and definitely have a lot of fun with it. Alright guys, well that's pretty much going to do it for the unboxing video of this thing today. I'm super excited to get this thing out there. I don't know if you can hear in the background, but I actually have my 4S LiPos on charge right now. Getting these things charged up all the way, and definitely going to take this thing out for a rip here this week. Come snow or sunny weather, this thing is going out, and definitely bring you guys along for its first test out. But I'm sure it's going to be a good time, so stay tuned, guys. If you guys enjoy the stuff we're doing on the channel, please like and subscribe. But until next time, y'all, be safe, be careful out there. Peace out, everybody.